Hello students, welcome to Nelson's Primary School's online education program. Standard 6, Subject Science, Chapter number 12, Electricity and Circuits. Students, as we are knowing, electricity is a useful form of energy. It plays a very important role in our daily life. Students, we use electricity to make our work easier. For example, it is used to run pumps that lift water from ground to the rooftop tank. It is also needed for functioning of televisions, computers, refrigerators, geysers, AC, electric fans, electric bulbs, etc. Students, an electric circuit is a path along which electricity can flow. You can realize that importance of electricity. When power supply at your home breaks down suddenly, you may use generators. At that time, when there is a breakdown in electricity supply, these equipment also give electric energy. Students, sometimes we use a torch to see at night. When we switch on the torch, the bulb glows. How does a bulb glow? The electric cells are the source of electricity in an electric torch. Electric cells are a common source of electric energy for many equipments. Students, electric cells are used in transistors, calculators, wristwatches, remotes, toys, clocks, cameras, and video games. Advantages of electric cells. Students, these cells are used in torch, digital cameras, hearing aids, batteries, watch, video games. Even these cells are also being used in medical implant in the body. These cells are also used in satellites, rocket launch equipment. Electric cells are lightweight, so they are portable. They produce a very small amount of electricity, so they are perfectly safe. Electric cells are not very costly. They do not contain any liquid chemicals. They supply a steady electric current. Students, let's know the components of an electric cell. A cell consists of an outer covering made up of zinc. At the center of the container, a carbon rod with a metallic cap, which is made up of brass. This carbon rod is surrounded by a mixture of manganese dioxide and charcoal powder. The remaining space inside the zinc container is filled with a thick paste of ammonium chloride. Students, the outer side of the zinc container is covered with a cardboard cover except the bottom. The cell is sealed. The tip of the cell acts as a positive terminal and the base of the zinc container acts as a negative terminal. When we connect the tip of the metal cap and the base of the zinc can with a metal wire, the current flows through it. Types of electric cells. Electric cells are of different types. A pencil cell is used in an electric clock. Ordinary cell is used in a toy, and a button cell is used in quartz watches and video games. A cell is a single unit, whereas two or more cells connected end to the end. It's called battery. Electric bulb. It has an outer case made up of glass that is fixed on a metallic base. It consists of a tiny, thin wire called a filament. It is made up of tungsten and it is fixed to two thick wires that provide support to it. One of these thick wires is connected to the metal case at the base of the bulb and the other thick wire is connected to the metal tip at the center of the base. The metal tip at the center of the base and the metal casing at the lower end act as the terminals of the bulb. These two terminals of the bulb are fixed in such a way that they do not touch each other. Students, when an electric current is passed through the filament of the bulb, the filament becomes hot and emits light. Electric circuit. The bulb glows only when there is a flow of electricity. The flow of electricity is known as electric current. When we connect one terminal of the cell to the another terminal of the cell through a bulb, we create a closed path and the bulb glows. The path along which the electric current can flow is called an electric current or circuit. Open circuit. When the circuit is incomplete, electric current does not flow through the circuit As a result, the bulb does not glow. Such a circuit is called an open circuit. Closed circuit. When the circuit is complete, electric current flows through the circuit. This circuit is called a closed circuit. The cell, the bulb, and the connecting wires all are the parts of an electric circuit. Electric torch. It has 2 or 3 cells placed in such a way that the positive end of one torch is and the negative end of the other cell. The cells are in series. These cells are the source of electric current. They are connected through a switch to a small bulb. The negative terminal of the cell presses against the spring at the base of the torch. The positive terminal of the cell presses against the metal tip at the base of the bulb. There are 3 metal strips: metal strip A, metal strip B, and metal strip C. When the switch is pushed to the on position, the bulb to glow. When the switch is pushed to the off position, the bulb does not glow. Electric conductors. The materials that allow electric current to pass through them are called conductors of electricity. Students, metals are good conductors of electricity. Electric wires are made up of copper because it is a good conductor of electricity. Silver, gold, copper, steel, seawater are examples of good conductor. Electric insulators. The materials that do not allow electric current to pass through them are called insulators. Rubber, plastic, wood and glass are insulators. Electricians wear rubber gloves while working with electricity because rubber is a good insulator and protect them. Rubber and plastic are used for covering electric wires, plug tops, switches and other parts of electric appliances. Electrical safety. The electricity which we use at home is generated at electric power stations. Some measures. Replace the light bulb only when it is switched off and cool. Never touch electrical switches or gadgets when your body is wet. Students, don't try to repair or install electrical wiring or appliances. Do not touch electric poles and transformers on the road. Never fly kites near overhead power lines.